This video is brought to you by the EA Creator Network. Special shout out to EA for giving me early access to capture this footage for you guys. Remember, this is a work in progress build of the game, so what's being shown is subject to change. And remember to play both College Football 27 and Madden 27 first. Check out the MVP Plus membership. The link is in the description. So yes, EA gave me access to College Football 27 early, and well, instead of just giving you guys a generic first impressions video, I really wanted to focus on the thing that matters the most to me, and you guys know that is the actual gameplay. If you followed my channel for any amount of time, you already know I'm a huge simulation gameplay guy. I care about CPU AI, player movement, sliders, pocket behavior, coverage logic, right? And just really whether or not the game actually feels like football once the ball is snapped. So in this video, I wanted to break down the 5 biggest gameplay improvements that I noticed in my time early with College Football 27. So starting with number 1, the thing that's going to jump out to you immediately, because it jumped out to me the moment I turned the game on, is the improved running back pathing. So the way that I understand this, EA basically used machine learning that they call behavior cloning to basically train the AI ball carriers to make decisions that are based off of user decisions. So they're more realistic decisions. And I want to be clear, this is not just buzzwords. Like, the results here are actually pretty incredible. And I want to just focus, like, this doesn't just mean, hey, the CPU is always going to bust off 80-yard runs, but no, where I found this was most impactful was some of the situations where the CPU ball handlers would have been tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Now they can kind of maneuver their way to maybe get 2 or 4 yards. And that was just such a huge change for me off the rip.
The defense got the stop. They could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Run in the red zone. It's Hayes. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. And the Mustangs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
Hey, this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half.
Got enough space. Touchdown, SMU. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see.
Now the play fake. Rushes on him. Takes the easy completion. Breaks free and he might be gone. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Slips through the line. He's gonna get loose. He just...
So the second thing that I want to talk about is pocket formation. Pocket formation has improved a lot from College Football 26, and honestly, it's gotten even better since the College Football 27 closed beta. Like, the pocket finally looks like a real pocket. You'll see the CPU quarterbacks, right? They step up in the pocket, especially when they're making deep throws. And so it looks good on your traditional pass, right? But my favorite part is what happens when the pocket breaks down, right? Like, if pressure gets home or a clean pocket never forms due to the pressure or a blitz, CPU quarterbacks actually have the awareness to escape, move, and just use their legs to make plays.
Got him downfield. They're able to keep him out.
Take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that.
And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Second down, he'll throw it. There's the pressure. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Primary options downfield, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Back to pass. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down. He slides down. First down. send out the offense to go to work. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. Bringing the heat.
All right, so the third thing that I want to talk about, actually, I wasn't even really sure what to call this, but I want to talk about the pass coverage logic, right? And just how much defensive playmakers can impact these games, right? Like, defensive playmakers, they stand out in such a major way. Like, one thing that blew me away was the amount of game-changing plays that both CPU and human AI defenders were making in my games. Like, the game as a whole just feels more like a two-sided football game now. Not where the defense is just standing there, but they're actually attacking and making opportunistic plays. Like, I had a couple of shootouts, and they were still determined by huge defensive plays. And that was really, after all these years of playing this game, man, that was one of the coolest things for me to be able to see.
To pass. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. And a tremendous return will be stopped at the 28-yard line.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
Set of downs, they have it at the 34-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And that's just excellent coverage, man. Cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Wants to throw on third down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Cardinals! To the air on first down. Under fire. It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Keeps it himself. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. Defense got it. They're on the run. Pass to 50. The 40. Pass to 20. Takes it in. Touchdown, Cardinals. The snap sets up the throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Turning it on. He's inside the 40. The 20. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Rebels.
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the second time in this game
for number 4, I want to talk about the wide receiver and defensive back interactions. I know that does kind of play into the pass coverage logic, but man, they've got this new jostling mechanic. The wide receiver and defensive back battles, they feel a lot more physical, right? Right now, I'm loving how AI-controlled receivers actually fight for a position and fight for the football, right? The wide receiver and defensive back interactions, I would say they just feel more natural, but especially on contested throws, man. Like, the CPU will just let it rip and just put it up there. It's crazy.
They'll run play action. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete.
Do a great job keeping.
Going deep. Makes a deep grab. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. His third touchdown of his
and you can kind of start to do the same thing too. So there's some real 50-50 balls up there. But here's a kicker, right? Because I do know the competitive players are like, oh, I don't know, man. Aggressive catches are going to be overpowered again. The aggressive catches aren't that strong at all. Like they're still not overpowered. Like I know that's one of the things that competitive players worry about, but the tough, like in traffic catches are still really difficult unless you have like a tall wide receiver or he's got that 50-50 ability. And you gotta, because it goes both ways. Like his passes can get tipped and picked off. But the number one thing for me is not necessarily the result, but just the effort that the receivers are making playing the ball. It's pretty sick. And last and definitely not least for me, but for number 5, I wanted to just talk a little bit about the improved CPU run defense, right? And this might sound small, but for those of you who've been following me and following college football sliders, you know this makes a really big difference, right? I would just say this. I love the discipline from the CPU defenders on the run game, right? And just the way that they stay locked in. You can't just spam inside zone and expect 10 free yards, right? You got to be patient. You got to read the front. You got to let your blocks develop. You got to wait for those holes to develop. You can't just hold R2 and sprint forward. I really like that. It adds a nuance and a patience to the game and to the run game. And it's a lot of fun trying to navigate some of those fronts. And guys, that is going to do it. That's my top 5 biggest gameplay improvements for College Football 27. You guys already know what it is over here, guys. We're going to keep it sim, focus on the gameplay. But I hope you guys can hear the excitement in my voice. Between the closed beta and this early access opportunity EA gave me, I have over 100 hours on College Football 27 already. I am extremely optimistic about this game heading into this year. I really do think this is going to be an incredible year for video game football. I just can't wait to see how you guys react once you guys get this game in your hands, right? And I do want to say this too. The best part about it is because I've had this much time with the game before launch, I am going to have a slider set ready for you guys very early. So if you care about that, you know, realistic gameplay, dynasty, all that cool stuff, and, you know, getting the game to play as close to real football as possible, make sure you guys keep it locked to the channel because that is going to be dropping pretty soon. On that front though, I do want to say as a slider maker, this is the least slider adjustments, closest to default I've ever played a video game football game. And that's just extremely exciting. And I hope that speaks to the polish that I think this game is going to launch with. So with that being said, guys, drop a comment. Let me know out of all these improvements, what stood out to you the most. Hit the like button if you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you're new. I'll catch you guys in the next one. It's your boy Shady Mike. I'm signing out. Peace. Threes.